Welcome. Are you a flat earther?
Everyone's a flat earther. I've just tested the earth for 10 years, so I know what it is.
All right.
So,
So what I mean is, do you believe the earth is flat?
no,
I
no,
think,
I don't have beliefs about the floor. I walk around it on it all the time. We could test it with lasers,
all right,
infrared, high
don't,
powered.
no need to be a smart aleck. It was a simple question. I was trying to get a handle on where you're coming from. That's all.
I was trying to answer your simple question and you
Oh, I see
interrupted me.
Caleb in my comments. Still not willing to invite him unless he's willing to apologize to the Jews that he verbally abused. So, Nathan Thompson, before we get into debate, would you be willing to agree, just to abide by my rules, because this is my little corner of the internet, no accusations, no ascribing motive, and if I call a timeout to talk about the tone of the conversation, please respect a timeout. Sound good?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, thank you. Um, so, what would you like to talk about?
Earth curvature. Do you know how much the earth would curve over 1 mile if the radius is 3,959 miles?
Yeah, it would be about 8 inches.
And that gets exponential as you get further away from an observer. So at 10 miles, it'd be approximately 66 feet. Are we in agreement on the math? Because that's just subjective, what the Earth curve
Well,
calculator said.
your math is a bit simplified. It's not exponential. It's according to a trigonometric function. The exponential function of 8 inches per mile squared, which most flat earthers repeat, is a binomial approximation
Mm.
that's less and less accurate the farther out you go. But in your favor, the curvature is even more, I think, than the binomial approximation. Anyway, I actually have this on my screen right now
So
because of.
over 10 miles, what would it be? Can you just give me the feet? If it's not
Uh,
66 feet, what is it? I'm using Earth curve calculators formula, bro. Like it's on the website. You can use the
I'm
internet.
I'm sure
I'm
it's
not.
probably roughly correct, so I'm not
So
gonna.
roughly six. So the Earth drops tangent to our feet over 10 miles, about a six-story building. Are you familiar with the law of reflection?
Um, I know about light reflecting, if that's what you're asking.
That's not what I said. I'll ask it again. Do you know about the law of reflection?
I don't know exactly what you're referring to. The
Right
law
on.
of reflection. Reflection tends to
Um,
happen according to, equal incident angle across the surface normal, but that's not true in every case. There's diffuse reflection, of course.
yeah, but we do
So
not observe diffuse reflections over large bodies of water at rest. Large bodies of water at rest is called fluid statics. It states, and it's been known since antiquity, that large bodies of water at rest are level and horizontal to their container. You cannot have water contained on a ball unless you put the water inside the ball.
okay, so I'm glad you brought this up actually, because this is a huge point of misunderstanding. All right, so are you interested to understand the Glober point of view on this?
I don't want
When it comes
to
to
stand under.
water being.
I don't want to stand under anything. I want you to prove that the Earth is curving 8 inches
No,
per mile in all directions. And if you can't, then we should just look at water, its reflections, the way it behaves, its natural level. They use it to level things. I spoke to a land surveyor. Check out the video 2 days ago. He's been land surveying for 38 years, and he didn't know
Nathan
the Earth.
Thompson.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be talking while you were interrupting me, but he didn't know the Earth curvature
You interrupted
formula.
me first. Okay, I'm asking. I asked you a simple question. Are you willing to try to understand the Glober point of view on this? And you did not answer that question.
I don't want to stand under anything. I did answer the question. I was simply adding to that. So I didn't interrupt you. I let you finish your question. I mean, the audience can see what's clearly going on. So if the Earth was a ball with a radius,
No. You just broke my rule. I'm disconnecting you, unless you have some defense for that. You ascribed motive. Okay, that's a violation of the rule that you agreed to.
you said I interrupted you. I clearly let you finish your question, and I was in the middle of talking, and you interrupted me. Bro, we have an audience. They can all see what's going on.
You just did it again. I'm kicking you.
I just want to jump in and shed some light on your previous guest. Is that okay?
Sure.
And some of the stuff that surfaced about him going to elementary schools and kindergartens and playgrounds, trying to pass pamphlets off to kids without their parents' consent or teachers' consent. He actually got arrested for that as well. I don't know if he was charged or not, but he was arrested and fined.
When you get off of here, just YouTube it. Go look at Finding Flat Earth and just watch them. That's the type of person you're dealing with Nathan Thompson.
Tells a little kid that's 6 or 7 years old, I'll give you $5 if you read this pamphlet.
Oh my gosh.
It's a pamphlet filled with flat earth propaganda.
Yuck. That is just yucky.
Yes.
Kids are way more open than adults, guys. Yeah, so open. I call it red pill the youth. You're not allowed to talk about them because it makes you an anti-racist. They're not all in on it. There's a sect called Zionism. They want to control the world.